Today, I want to help you build a better two-hand backhand. Mentioned in previous videos about the backhand, oftentimes our mistakes occur when we do too much with the front arm. My right arm is dominant, that's my dominant side, and I start pushing hard with my right hand. I've had several dads say to me, how come my little 7-year-old daughter hits a better two-hand backhand than I can hit? Well, the problem is men tend to use their muscles and they get all stiff in here, but what happens is kids and women are more supple with their upper bodies and it's easier for them to rotate. So here's what I'd like you to try. Take a low compression ball, or you can take a regular ball, and what I want you to do is just rally against the wall with your left hand. Just try to hit back and forth. As you can tell, it looks like I'm not as comfortable as if I was hitting with my right arm, and that's okay. Oftentimes I'll take a player and I'll feed them 10 left-handed forehands and they feel weak, and I get that. What we're trying to do is get that left side to turn. It's a unit turn, no different than a baseball swing or a golf swing where your body's rotating. We do that on the forehand because we feel more comfortable. A lot of times on the backhand, we stop because we're not comfortable. The key is getting that left side to come through. Now, Agassi had one of the best backhands in history, all right? One thing he did super well is he took his left hand and it went all the way up. It's almost like he was trying to kiss his bicep, but his shoulder went all the way to his chin before he came around. I'll see this mistake a lot. People will hit it and they're trying to get topspin and they do this and wonder why the ball dumps short or has excessive angle. I remember sitting at we used to have a tournament here called the AT&T Challenge, and one night I was sitting about 7 rows behind the baseline and Agassi was in front of me, and it really looked like he was taking his racket and going straight up. We as coaches will tell players a lot of times, hit through the ball. Well, hitting through the ball could be hitting straight, but in reality, it's on an upward angle that's creating that topspin. We're not even going to get into closing the racket face, but you want to have the continental grip and a closed racket face, and that'll get you some brushing action and get your topspin. But what we want to do is make sure that that left arm goes upwards and all the way through. Now, my left arm looks kind of funny. Check that out. When I was in kindergarten, I was racing the mailman on my 3-speed bike. Well, 3-wheel bike, no gears. One of those with the pedal brake. From one house to the other, I beat him. But I really didn't stop correctly. It kind of tumbled and rolled, so I broke my arm. So my left arm looks kind of funky, but it gets the job done, all right? So, back to Mr. Agassi. One thing I want you to try is after you do a bunch of left-handed forehands, when you do that, when you rally instead of just hitting and getting ready, sometimes I want you to hit just one and stop all the way up. So I'm going to hit and stop right there. So when I hit a shot in practice, I will follow through and hold, and then I can bring it across and just let that happen naturally. I'll oftentimes tell players, see those trees behind me? Make sure the tip of the racket goes all the way to the trees, and then they can let it go through. Now, a couple other things you can use. You take your basic medicine ball and you stand next to the wall and you turn. Sure hope this wall doesn't fall down. And turn. You could even do it on the forehand side. All right, or you can stand back and forth and throw it to your partner. All right, one other thing I've used with players, I'll get one of my baseball bats out and they hold it right here and I say swing the baseball bat like it's a backhand, so they'll put their hands down in the slot and rotate. And it feels really tough for them because the bat's very heavy. Okay, we're not swinging it like this, but what we're doing with the left hand is rotating, all right? Now, before you play any match, a great warm-up thing to do, you've seen this millions of times, so just stand there, you're talking to your friend. What you're doing is telling your body what you're about to do when you hit your ground strokes, okay? It's that unit turn on the forehand and the backhand. Even with the one hand, you're rotating both shoulders, all right? Try some different things. build up your non-dominant side and loosen up that grip and let it rip. All right? Have a great day.